Okay, we have a match against Gino Brown, who is someone I've never played before. I pressed keep a little hastily. Not an amazing hand, but we shall see how it plays out. Yeah, normally I would have mulliganed this for a turn 1 or 2 play. Also, Terravore isn't a great card whatsoever to have in hand. Yikes. Okay, this is at least somewhat something I was hoping that we'd be playing against some sort of Ponza deck where they'd be sort of spending their spells and their mana and their time hitting our plentiful lands. Here we can Enlighten Tutor for something like Sylvan Library. And I know they have their own Sylvan Libraries, probably, maybe even Mox Diamond. So Aura of Silence is definitely not a dead card. Then their land destruction is conveniently powering up this Terravore. You can get Oath here. And then, yeah. And then just have 2 huge Terravores. Green isn't particularly good at removing big Terravores. Maybe I should have played the Brushland to not show them that I'm playing blue. Keep them thinking that I'm just white blue. Although when the Oath triggers, they will see the blue cards anyways, so never mind. Blue is definitely it. This is my only blue source. Knowing that they're able to kill lands, I maybe should have hung on to that for that reason. Just trying to dodge a naturalize effect here. Let's see. How big is it? Huge. I have 8 cards in the library, including... And Crossland Reclamation is in the graveyard, so I will be able to flash that back if necessary. One thing to think about with this Oath decks is the fetch lands often become dead cards if you don't fetch before the Oath. So I have 3 plains in the deck and 2 forests. 1 plains, 2 plains, and 1 forest. So there's still a plains and a forest. I suppose we can double check that right now. Oh, I guess I just didn't scroll up properly. There's no more fetchables in the library. Okay. I'd rather cast this Terravore than Wasteland. Rest. Plains. So that's... Okay, yeah, they were all done. I just didn't see them. Okay, I'm guessing they have Rishadan ports and wastelands, and as well as those factories which we saw. I have Graveyard 8. I think they're a Terravore deck too, so I doubt they have Graveyard 8. Certainly have a bunch of creatures. Not sure if they're a Terravore deck. Light. Not sure what comes out here. Am I going to be hitting their creatures with Parallax Wave? Unclear. Let's try that. Unfortunately, can't keep this even with being on the draw and a couple of redraws. The Sabo's Web's going to lock our own Wasteland down. Okay. We're already on the mulligan, so let's get rid of that Mox Diamond. Would have been nice to Oath right here, though. All good. Okay, that's nice. Stay out of the way of Thermokarst by playing the fetch land. Don't want to get that forest stone range right off the bat. Furnace is nice against us. It'll chip away at the Terravore size. Hopefully, and it'll definitely get this fetch land. Hopefully, the Terravores that we flip will be large enough. I'm going to get 8 plains here, because we have 2 white mana spells in the deck. Plains over a forest. I have had it happen. So this deck has a sort of a little secret where there's only 2 Terravores in the deck. Consequently, they end up being way larger than your typical Oath flip into Terravore. That being said, I still have had Terravores come right off the top or top one or two without getting a land, and they just kill themselves, or they're just a 1/1. Okay, yeah, the Friction Frames is definitely an issue. It's gonna make Replenish worse as well as Oath, which is now gone. Saba's Web off the top would be nice. Considering Wastelanding here just so I don't get hit with the Treetop Village. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'll be able to wasteland whichever one of these lands they animate. Possibly if they do both, then I'll hit the treetop. But I want them to invest some mana first. Interesting. Okay, yep. Seal of Cleansing would be nice. We get rid of this Phyrexian Furnace. Fine. Interestingly, they have a land in their graveyard, so even if I do get unlucky enough to flip the Terravore right off the top, we'll at least have a 1/1. Granted, they will be able to chip away at their own graveyard, Perfection Furnace. A morph creature in mono green, so it wouldn't be Exalted Angel there. Oh, it could be that. Yep. Actually, my brain hadn't gone to that yet, but that makes perfect sense. There's the Terrastodon. It's a morph creature, 3/4 trample. When it hits your opponent, you draw a card. That's actually what I was thinking that was. Okay, yeah, so they are going to try to get rid of the land from their own graveyard. They're not a Terravore deck. Probably Terrastodon, if I'm saying that card right. Okay, this is nice. I'm not in a rush to do the Parallax Wave, because this locks down the factory as it is. Already played a land, so yeah, carrying on. Ooh, that might have been my shot to get back Oath of Druids with Replenish. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. Tapped out. That was a big mistake. Yeah, they targeted themselves. They're not gonna tap out here. Nope. Close. Parallax Wave's looking a little more enticing now that I can get rid of tokens. That was good. I think I need to stave off some of this damage. As much as I'd like to get rid of their Seal of Cleansing. Yep. Not getting that Oath back via Replenish last turn was bad. There was even a chance where I could have played the Seal of Cleansing first and then the Parallax Wave, but I would have had to have taken another turn of combat damage, and I didn't want to do that. No rush to get rid of this 2/1. Interesting that they cast the 2/1 instead of the 3/3. I guess, yeah, this thing has Shroud. That's the difference maker. Okay, so now... Yeah. I can get rid of the Phyrexian Furnace. It's kind of already done its damage, and it'll be able to hit my Seal of Cleansing on the way out and draw them a card. But now Replenish is kind of free. Once this Parallax Wave dies, we'll be able to get it. Gonna be taking some combat damage from this Blurred Mongoose along the way. That's interesting. I think the move is in the end step, get rid of this, let our Parallax Wave die, and then replenish it back fresh. Because then we sort of lock down the Druid Lyrist. Otherwise, if we let them untap with the Druid Lyrist, they'll be able to dictate when the Parallax Wave dies. Nice too. Priority is combat damage. Leave up white bluffing swords or Enlightened Tutor. Gotta find something before this mongoose gets us. Terravore or opalescence even. The mongoose have shroud, huh? That's just a rule in Magic card design, I guess. Should be able to deal with the 3/3 pretty easily with the Parallax Wave. Yeah, no brush here. It's a nice draw. Very nice draw. Let me get another island so I can Parallax Wave them. Just delay them a little bit, and next turn I'm going to replenish. So I'm going to use the wave and hit all 5 of their lands just to freeze them for a little bit. They will still have 1 forest up. Interesting that they took out... It seemed as though they took out their land destruction spells, Thermokarst and Winter's Grasp if they had it in the first place. So yeah, I'm using all of the fading counters here, knowing that I'm going to replenish next turn. So both my waves will die at the same time. Making the most use out of the replenish. Unfortunate that this attack by the mongoose will mean we won't be able to get any card advantage off of Sylvan Library. That won't untap, that's nice. Dead draw. I think Opalescence might be the play with Enlightened Tutor. Possibly just both. Nah, I think Opalescence. I need more creatures. But it starts with Replenish here, no matter what. I don't really see a use in taking out their land anymore. I just need to get rid of... I need to slow the clock. Yeah. Can't afford damage. Yeah, Opalescence will allow me to... I'm going to search for Opalescence in the end step, and that'll allow me to block. Definitely that mistake of not replenishing back the Oath when there was a small window to do so. I'm feeling the pain from that. And this is all praying that they don't have Naturalize, which they very easily could. Nice 7 of the Replenish coming, but this is the one we have to do. It says this is super annoying. Not sure what exactly. Maybe just having your creatures exiled nonstop. I could see that. I need to just start attacking. I'm gonna attack. Back 2 creatures in case they have a disenchant effect and they choose something other than Opalescence for some reason. Should have attacked with the Sylvan Library. Convinced myself after the fact. Something I would catch in paper, but still kind of new to MTGO. Okay.